Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your every time. And
when you're young and you get in your old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Daddy. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?
Hey everyone, welcome along to Trackside with Kokpit, brought to you by the crew at Garage 16. Books and Kins here to keep you entertained for as long as we can on a Sunday evening. What a beautiful day it has been. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend as well, and most are pretty tired after the hot weekend in some places. Books, mate, you've been up our way for the last couple of weeks. How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired now.
Yep.
Starting to feel the pinch today, actually, with the drive home and the late night last night. But late night last night, how that was worth every single penny, mate, wasn't it? Eh? I mean, how good was that racing at Rotorua, that triples meeting last night, mate?
Well, mate, you know, geez, it could not have happened because we had that wet weather come on through as part of the afternoon. But big ups going out to Tony T. When there's someone out there that predicts the weather, when it's going to stop and kind of work itself out, and we'll get some nice cloudy weather come through, then we get the sun come through. Tony T, mate, big ups to you. You predicted it well.
Oh, he did, mate. He did. And Stan and his team brought that track back, mate, and how good that track was. Fast track, brother. I mean, shit, those boys were humming, absolutely humming.
Hey, boys, hope you all got home safe. We did, Aaron. Booker got home before lunch, and I got home early hours of the morning. Bex, good to have you on the show. Dave Thomas, Grant Fowler's watching as well. Hey, team up the V. Tracy Vincent. Hey, Tracy. Thanks for the
you're
interview.
in trouble next time she sees you, boy.
Hey, Tracy, all good. I'll buy you a hot dog. Wade Otten, mate, last night was epic. Wish we caught it. Richard and Trudy, always good to have on board. And yeah, just a bit of a weekend, a wrap up from the weekend, which began for Booker obviously a few weeks back when we made the journey up. We did the live draw of the teams. Then, of course, we've done a team every week and then went into the auction fundraiser for Hard Kids. Unfortunately, never got to see any racing at Huntly, but behind the scenes, Booker got to experience everything and get his hands dirty.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, we'll get into that. I'll give everyone a bit of a wrap up of that. Sort of after we get through a bit of what happened this weekend, I suppose, mate, is probably best as we saw.
Well, okay. Let's go through the weekend and let's go through the triples. As of yesterday, at TWS Paradise Valley with the street stocks, one of our good mates got on the podium, but third was, of course, Cody Gooch, Mike King, and Alan King. Second was Alistair Howardston, also Brett Reddington and Darren Melling from down your local track, mate. And of course, winning the Street Stocks triples, our good mate Devs, who gave us the old thumbs up and everything when he seen us. Daniel Curran teamed up with Cam Castleton and also Blake Castleton as well. Those were the winners from the Street Stocks. Moving up to, of course, the Stockies. We caught it with a couple of these guys last Wednesday. Third, your local lady. The ladies actually dominated and got home third there as well. Gemma Holloway, Alex Jones, and Mila Theobald, who was going really well. She got put up the wall there as well. Had to come infield because she had no brakes. So that's why she came infield, no brakes. But anyway, moving into second, our mates that we caught up with, Tony Coxhead, defending champs, by the way, Bryce Simpson and Keegan Orr. And the winners were, of course, Alex Moore from Palmy, from Wonkas, Bailey Chapman, and of course, Callum Flavel. We actually caught up with some of those guys too during the build-up interview. Hope you enjoyed that. Winning the Superstocks triple podium, these guys went back-to-back, but in third, Damien Orr, Dylan Tower, the car that Booker fell in love with, and our mate Todd Hemingway. Second, Brett Loveridge, the boys from the Bay, Quinn Ryan and Jacob Buckerill, and of course, taking it out, defending Alan McRobbie, turns up late cruisers, Dale Stewart, and Alex Hill, who travelled all the way from Nelson.
We might have changed his name to Cruising Robbie, wouldn't we? Hey?
Just cruises.
He does it, yeah. But just the action on the track, Kins. I mean, some of those some of the stuff started in race 1, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they were hitting from race 1. I mean, how cool is that? The teams are already running their teams. There might have been a payback or two from other meetings, obviously, but yeah, right from race 1, we had action, and I got to stand in the flag marshal's box with the flag man, Bruce, and stand right there for the start of the first Superstock race, and holy shite, mate! It was intense. That was intense. That was cool. That close to them, they take off, and the intensity from those Superstocks, all of them, all those cars out there, mate. How fast were they going?
Oh, mate, you know, just sitting there right on the pole line in the clubhouse there and just listening to the roar of those V8s when they just sit in there idling, ready to go, and then change down. Mate, that is just something next level. To hear that, you can feel it vibrating through the club rooms, stairs, everything, and you had the perfect spot right there with the flag guy. Oh, it's just unreal.
It was cool, man. That was really cool. I mean, holy mate. Yeah, it was. That's something it is a great experience to have, and I'm very thankful for that. Actually, well, I'm very thankful, really, mate, for the last 2 weeks that I've been away with the two clubs. And although I think my favourite part of the weekend, the 2 weeks, was actually walking through the door and having my grandson give me a hug when I walked in the door, granddad, and my dog going nuts. It's all about the family, isn't it, Kins? You know, at the end of the day. I think after with all the special moments and all the stuff I had for the 2 weeks, I still think that my favourite part was walking in the door today and my grandson hugging me and my dog going nuts, and you know, it was that was pretty cool too. You know, we talk about family and everything when it comes to our show and Speedway, mate, and that's how my 2 weeks topped off, to be honest.
Yeah, well, mate, you know, our Speedway family is a family. Just how we were treated at both tracks, like you say, you know, it started for us a couple of weeks ago. But just walking around, talking to drivers, to fans that watch our show, you know, this is the reason why Booker and I do this show. It's no credit that we want to get out of this. It's just keeping you in touch what happens locally, that we can get our knowledge around when events are happening in the Speedway here in New Zealand. Even no different to when Booker does the posting on what's on and around the tracks. All right, you can't 100% be right all the time because some things don't get updated. So, you know, we do appreciate your comments in there and everything like that, but we're trying to do our best and making sure all our fans are kept in touch Speedway-wise here in our own country. Mark Goodman, thanks, mate. We enjoyed the interviews. It was cool, and we spoke to stock car drivers, street stock drivers, and super stock drivers. Yes, awesome sign there, Scott Honeybone. Bloody amazing sign. You would have seen that right at the start of our little clip there as well, and I didn't quite grab it. I forgot to grab it. The program, you'll see a sign in there, and Dirt Shop Creations. Alan McCruzy Robbing, that may be his new name, David. Alan McCruzy Robbing. Good to see you, Brody. Yeah, good to catch you with the Janes boys. Always putting on the show in the 87 and 89 G cars. Those boys, you know, when they're out on the track, if they have to do some damage, those two brothers will do the damage. Cheers, Ams. Good to have you on board. Nana, always good to catch you. You, John. No doubt we'll catch up in Fair, bro, as always. Patrick White, cheers, mate. And Tarns, always great to have you there, our support as well. So, you know, this is why we do it. The fans who join in to see our week wrap-up and our build-up to shows. We do have a big build-up coming up for Wanganui. 55 drivers I see on the list ahead of the New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix, but also there's a New Zealand Superstock GP down in Woodford Glen. So there's heaps going on. We just want to wish our good mate.
You
Brad,
just said Superstock Grand Prix and Superstock Grand Prix in Woodford Glen there, brother.
Modified Grand Prix. So that's how it rolls. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'd love to be at both of those. I wish I could bloody go, but
I thought I better correct you before they all started writing, Kins.
Yeah, they will. It would have been bloody Tracy.
Yeah. Look, yeah, we will do a build-up show Wednesday. I'm going to get hold of Wanganui Speedway tomorrow, and we'll have some talk to them, and we'll see what we can do for you all on Wednesday night. But also, I mean, Wellington got rained out. I believe Kiki ran.
Yeah, they ran.
And Wanganui. Woodford Glen and Jaden Ward takes out another Canterbury champs.
Yeah.
As the winner for down there.
Yeah, he did actually, in fine style in the old car, and yeah, that kid's on fire actually. And I said it to Booker before we started the show. I would predict if things go to plan, and he goes bloody good at Miani. I wouldn't be surprised that young man ends up on the podium. We're about.
Well, I'll be honest. My hope for the New Zealanders is that it's a Hawke's Bay 1, 2, 3. To be perfectly honest.
No, mate, that's not going to happen.
Don't you say
that's
that.
Not going to happen.
Don't you say that.
That's not going to happen.
We're instilling this club before mates business down there now.
If it does, I'll bloody shut you something. But yeah.
Mate, if it's a 1, 2, 3 Hawke's Bay at the New Zealand Chaps, you guys won't hear the end of that all year.
Hey, Speedway Racer, good to have you on the show, Speedway Racer. Pete Rose, see you at the H. Yeah, Pete, we'll catch up there for sure, mate. We'll even catch up in town here in Pyador. Evan Thomason, at this stage, both of us may not make it to the GP. I've got other commitments back here in my hometown, mate. We are doing a build-up for you guys in Wanganui. Ideally, would love to be there, but I've got another hat that I wear as a councillor back home, not fixing up those type of people. I'm a councillor at a district council. I have to do stuff.
Not a councillor.
I don't mean to be, I don't mean those ones. You know what I'm talking about. Eh?
He doesn't help those that need help. Well, he does in a way.
Yeah,
but
in a way, yeah.
Hey, what about Palmy? How about that podium for the bloody old fellas, eh? I'm very happy about that podium. I mean, our man Horse getting on the podium with Peter Rees and
Bryce Hislop. Brett Hislop.
Yeah. So you know, like that's a pretty good podium too, wasn't it? Out of that.
Oh, mate. There was hell of a lot of racing for what I've heard. It was real good racing. I see Asher won the $1,000 cash, I think it was. And, mate, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. It was a shame that we had the two on the same. It would have been nice to have gone to that one down in Palmy, but we committed to Rotorua because, well, they're committed to us, so we're committed to them, aren't we, Kins? You know, they were just fantastic. Yep. So I might just have a quick duck into that and what's that? Yep. So 2 weeks ago, I hopped in my wee little camper and off I drove.
Yep. That
was supposed to be about a 3-4 hour trip to Huntley. Turned out to be about 7 to 8 hour trip. With roadworks and bloody diversions and Robbie Williams traffic. Did I say it? So I got to Huntley on the Monday there, and I was welcomed and greeted fantastically by the crew that were there already. Old Max opened everything up for me, Kins, and we got all set up for our first night, which of our build up to the Pollux Superstock Teams invitation. And we did our first night with the live draw, which went very successful. We had Red and Fiona on there. You were wearing your nice new race suit that you keep telling us hot as in those race suits. So
that was bloody good.
So that was good. And we had a build up every night that week, Kins, of different teams, which I think went well. I hope you all out there enjoyed that build up we did. And then we had a absolutely fantastic night on the Friday with our Heart Kids auction for the Heart Kids, and we raised over $20,000 for Heart Kids. Once that money's all come in, I will do a live of us paying the Heart Kids for you all to see. But during the week there, Kins, watching just what goes on in the background at these clubs that we all turn up there to watch the racing, and we sort of forget about how much goes into that weekend that we're watching, where it starts at the club level, at the clubs or at the tracks, right through to the drivers, because the drivers build up all week as well to it, mate, you know. But Red and his team there, and Tracy was there every day doing stuff in the club rooms to present that, and she organises the corporate boxes. She did an amazing job, mate, you know. And then Red, he just doesn't stop, mate, seriously, you know, like I mean, the two people I see at this stage that work so hard at our tracks have got to be Red and Stan, mate. And I don't think anyone else could put it wrong. The effort those two put in at their tracks is incredible. But yeah, Red, and then he's driving around the track, and I'm up on the top watching him, and he goes to me, "Oh, can you drive a truck, Books?" So I'm sure I could if I wanted to, you know. Good try. He goes, "Oh, come down here, I'll get the water truck in and meet me in the middle." So I head out to the middle of the track, and he comes out in the water truck, and he goes, "Oh, you'd probably be better walking behind it," and gives me a big frickin' hose. And I'm washing the pole line at Huntley now. So he's got me. And then another guy comes over, and Red goes to, "Well, you must drive the truck and let Books walk behind, clean it, and I'll go and finish the other stuff over here," doing all his other stuff because they're putting in new ticket box and other stuff he's doing, you know. And so I'm washing the pole line, and then on Friday in the morning he rings me up and he goes, "What are you doing, Books?" And I says, I'm just sitting here not doing much, mate." And he goes, "Come down and drive this tractor for me." When we're driving the tractor out, spraying all the weeds around the place. So the jobs that have to be done that these guys do is incredible. And I was happy to lend a hand, mate. You know, you just help, you're there. And and then I could see the heartbreak in all of them there on Saturday morning when they had to call it, mate. You know, like it just felt horrible sitting there with them, and they're talking about how they're going to have to call it because of the weather and how hard they've tried all week, and you know how hard they tried last year, Huntley track, mate. You know, and you were there with me last year as well, and we saw it all, you know. And they had to postpone it to the 9th, and it was, you could see it, and Red just wandered off, you know. You could see he was just really upset. But I'll tell you what, when that meeting comes back around, people, we need to get out there and support that meeting and support that club for the effort, time they put in. And I suppose the best part of that week too, Kins, was this. Eh?
Zoom it up.
Oh, you want me to zoom that in?
Yeah, zoom it in. So all the, here we go. Here we go. Look at that.
There, we didn't ask for that. Red just did it and put it on the entrance to the pits, the pit entrance to this track. So it looks awesome. It came out real grouse. So we can't thank Red and the team and the whole club enough for what they've done for us. And that's why we will always support that club, and whatever they need our help, Kins, will be there, won't we, mate?
Yeah, 100%, mate. So that was the week that was at Huntley, your first week up in our region here as well. Then of course after that, you tootle on down just a little couple hours down the road, and you park up the top there at GWS Speed Paradise Valley, eh?
How good was that view, mate? Those people that saw me. Oh, that's what Abs is going. I still heard he did that video where he tried to shake our hands at the sign. I've just clicked it all now, Kins. But those that watched my updates during the week from Rotorua Speedway, and that shot I got in that morning sun coming through the trees and that, I mean, that's just awesome. That place there, and every day, without fail, Red and his team turn up, and they were working right through till 5, 6 o'clock at night, all day, just doing the outskirts of that track, digging up bloody trenches. They dug a trench to run fibre cable for the Pits Media's cameras. They're just constantly working, doing the track, doing the outside the track, just prepping everything. And I got to see, Kins, I was walking past Stan, and I says, "Oh, mate, the track's looking fantastic." And he turned around, and I walked past him, and then I hear, "Oi!" And I had to turn around and says, "Come back here, I want to show you something." And we go to the bottom of the club rooms, and he pulls out all his posters, all his frames and stuff that has to go up that hasn't been up yet. And it's the history of the club and the track, and showing all the work and the stages of how they built this like Colosseum looking frickin' track. And that sort of stuff is quite impressive to me. They are going to get that all hung up on the wall. So if you get a chance, go and have a look at it, because the history, mate, is There's something else to do with that track, you know, to see that. It's like the Huntley club rooms. You walk around there and all the history on the walls as well, you know. But yeah, that was pretty cool to see, mate.
You can't beat history books, you know. We saw that when we first did our live stream ever down at Stratford. We got to see the golden era of that track down there up on the wall, the photography that a lot of us grew up with some of those cars. We watched over a great decade of racing back in the 80s and the 90s, even beyond that. So you're right, history starts where it is, and you're very, very lucky, fortunate that someone like Stan got to show you some of that. And we're privy enough to be part of the club rooms and see some of the memorabilia that's all hung up in the club rooms, from the big New Zealand title champs, every title champs have had at Rotorua, but also the 240s, and we know the history behind that, just to see everything and where the future of that particular track is going to as well. So you're not very, very lucky, but you got to see the inside of the history. I'm just going to say a couple of quick shout outs to Aaron Ferguson, Grant Fowler, Palmy to go off in the over 40, Sparky's watching as well. Who else we got on board here? Richie Mason, Steve Palmer, Steve Murray, Terry Smith, Quasi, our mate over in Aussie. Your council, your residents. Yeah, that's the one day. Speedway Therapy can see everyone's having a bit of a laugh at me. One is yeah. Reese Ward, Tracy Abbott's watching, Horses watching. Well done, mate, on the podium. I know it's a big trip down to Palmy and then back up with the family and friends. Mark Goodman's on board watching. Who else we got here, mate? That's pretty well just about it. Cody's watching as well. Daniel Curran. Yeah, we all got home, Devs, but yeah, we're a bit tired, but well done, mate, on your podium. But carry on, books with Rotorua, please. Yeah,
so I just want to say too, and also Red took me out to this amazing place for breakfast, just down the road, and help me out here, Ams, put up in the chat what the place is that Red took me to breakfast. Because I can't remember it. But the feed was awesome, mate. It was a proper Kiwi breakfast, you know?
Yeah, in Huntley.
Just outside of Huntley. Ams will put it up. You watch, it'll come up in a minute. He'll tell us.
Is it Topiti or?
Well, it might have been Topiti. It was just outside of Huntley. So, yeah, Ams is watching. He'll better tell me. And if Horse is watching, shot, mate, on your podium. Love it. Made me happy. So, yeah, go to Rotorua, do all that. Get up there on the top there, mate. Having just a great time. And we got our show on Wednesday night where we interviewed everybody. Hop and Stop In. There you go. It's called in Taupiri. Yep, there we go. So we get there. And now Sam, the new promoter, young Sam Ashton, mate. How good a job is this young kid doing, mate? And he's talking to me all week about his ideas. You know, Stan's working hard and Sonia's still working hard in the background there. She hasn't stopped. I mean, you can't stop. You can't keep a good lady down, mate. You know, like, seriously. No. And then we go into town because I asked Sam if he could take me to town to deposit some of the money that the people with the auctions paid for. And he takes me to this bloody place, mate. Let me find it here. I'm going to find it for you. To this restaurant for lunch. Or not a restaurant, a cafe bar for lunch. And this is all... Oh, there it is. This place actually is called Hello Stranger Kins in Rotorua. Now, I'll put that up there. That's it there. Hello Stranger. Okay. Now, the thing that gets me with this place, beautiful breakfast. So Sam took me there for lunch. But these guys, I think, sponsor Graham Hughes. Now, if you go into the Hello Stranger in Rotorua and you're wearing Speedway gear, shirts, whatever, they give you a 20% discount just for being a Speedway person. Now, how freaking cool is that? Now, on the wall, let me give.
I'm looking at it right now.
Look at this. This is what's painted on the wall in there. Look at that, Kins. And then you've got all the, to the side here, all the stickers, all the drivers and people have been in there. But this place, if you're in Rotorua for any event, go there and support them because they're huge Speedway people. And that's just cool. How cool is that, mate? That shot. Do you remember that? What was that at? That was at, what meeting was that at? Like a couple of years ago, wasn't it? Last, was it? Yeah, I can't remember. But that's also, that shot's obviously was taken by GH. And yeah, they support him, and they saw me with my. I had my what do I have on? I had my 1NZ Asher Rees top on actually, and they said, "Oh, you Speedway." Yeah. I said, "Yeah, we like our Speedway." "Oh, you tell them at the counter because you get 20% discount." Sweet, you know, like. But yeah, so I was taken there by Samuel, and it was awesome, mate. And yeah, and then we'll get rid of that. Get that. So I couldn't thank him enough. What am I doing here? Hit the right button. There we go. Bring back Kins and Books. Yeah, so that was pretty cool, mate. And then we did an awesome show on Wednesday. Unfortunately, just as the show started, I had a downpour of thunder and lightning and rain, and it just about killed the show, and I got put into the background, but we managed to get through it. What's this? Amaron, did Books take you out? Mate, I'm getting there. AMS. So yeah. So then I also got a phone call from Robbie Maybe and family to say, hey, do you want to come out for dinner on Thursday night? And they took me to. Just
quick, just while he's looking for that, I'll give you the heads up. Go to Hello Stranger Cafe. It's in Puku Tawa Street in Rotorua, so 1149. Go on there, you will see the image he's talked about and all the details that you will need to know and what it's based on. So everything Book is explained around if you're associated with Speedway as a driver, pit crew, photographer, ground staff, scrutineer, official, you will get a 20% discount off. And that's if you wear either a t-shirt, jersey, just let the staff know there's that big discount. There's a lot more Speedway stuff there as well. hellostrangercafe.co.nz.
It's awesome, mate. You know, like these places that, this is the thing, this is the stuff I've learned in the last 2 weeks of these things that if we go and stay at these tracks or near these tracks, we don't know where the best place to go. Well, these places support Speedway. Let's keep supporting it, you know. And so yeah, but the Maybes took me out to a place called Super Casual Kins, and it was awesome. Awesome again. So. Maybes were awesome, and it just comes back to how we talk about the reason I'm talking about it like this, Mark. You say that it sounds like a trip advisory show. Is my point behind the whole thing is, you know, it's all good, but my point behind it all is how everybody at Speedway supports everybody. You know what I mean? Like it, and how much we watch. From the track workers to everybody there to the drivers, you know, like the Maybes know I was up there by myself and said, hey, Books, you want to come and have some dinner, you know, and do that. And Samuel Ashton coming up and saying this. And then, of course, that Rotorua Club put up a sign for us on the wall, mate. And then in the program, we got to sponsor support race 9, I think it was, Kins.
Race 8, the
Race
vintage
8, the
Stockcar.
historic vintage cars, brought to you by Kokpit Media. How cool was that? And, you know, and the Dirt Shop Creation sign inside the program as well. So that's cool. I mean, the team there, the way they looked after us this weekend, and I hope you all enjoyed our interviews at Scrutineering that myself and Kins did, and Dirt was there on the camera. But if you want us to do something different, if you'd like to see us do anything different, let us know. We're always open to new ideas, aren't we, Kins? But it's just a huge thanks to both those clubs, the way they looked after me and looked after us, Kins, even when we're there, you know. They look and they look after everybody, really. I mean, any fan that turns up, they're going to look after them, aren't they, you know? Let's face it, they're just those sort of people, aren't they, those two clubs, mate?
Yeah, they are. And you're right. You're 100% right. Thanks, Dave Thomas. Yeah, I've got the link for the hop stop inside of things. And just talking about Booker said, Super Casual Bar and Eatery. You'll find them in Arawa Street, Rotorua. And these guys never give us something because we're giving them some promo on our show. No, just joking. Just giving them some headline there as well. Check out their website, everything like that. You'll find all the reviews. You had some good kai there, bro. You had some real mean food. So we'll be going there next time on Rotus, and that will be the 15th and 16th for the celebrity race. Right. Just going back to what you were talking about, but, you know, yeah, Speedway family is huge. And I know this for a fact. If I go back to earlier this year with Palmy Teams, and I'm just going to leave it at that. If some people have watched, you know. Yeah, we love it, and we enjoy the stuff doing the shows. thinks the Maybes are hands down most wonderful people in the sport. You're right, Wayne. There are so many people that are wonderful. And I saw Jace talk about the Lane family. That's another family. There is just so many people in this bloody sport, not even who are actual racers or committed to a track in some sense, just people who go along and watch the racing, the supporters. Speedway family is huge. New Zealand champs. Thanks, Scott. I knew you'd know what the answer was there as well. New Zealand champs was that image.
Oh,
from,
yeah. So where did everybody go this weekend? I think Murray went down to Palmy. What did people get to see this weekend with the Speedway? Did many tune into the Rotorua meeting on the Pits TV, you know? How was everybody? Did they enjoy their weekend? Dakins, did they have a good Speedway weekend?
I did. I bloody did, mate.
My favourite part actually was after the meeting, I had to walk up the hill and go to bed.
Yeah, we had to drive a few hours on the road. Warren, good to have you on the show, mate. Hope Cody's going all good. Tracy, you're 100% right. It's amazing people through Speedway. Dave Thomas as well. Kiki, Dave went to Kiki. Thanks for that, Dave. I know there was a good close sprint car race between Jamie McDonald and Pickens. Both flipped over and ended up on their lids in some sense in their car race. I know there were some good battles in the super saloons. Everyone talking about the chassis builds, the CB2 up against the Stealth as well. There was all those battles going on. I think overall, everyone just got right into it in Kiki. Then he had the big meeting down there in Palmerston as well. Reese Ward, watched everything on Pits TV. Don't forget to also, they're doing the live stream at 2 tracks this coming weekend with the New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix brought to you by Sharpies Lion Horge Limited in Wanganui. Then, of course, they've got the New Zealand modified Grand Prix down at Coke and Tools. Yeah. There we go.
Hey, we'll be probably rooting for our man Brad Lane down there for that one, but it was good to see some of our Kokpit racers getting wins again this weekend.
Hard out. Todd Hemingway got a checker flag in the Superstock race in one of his races. Daniel Curran, Daniel Curran got it in the street stocks. There was a big massive pile up on turn 4, I think it was, and he managed to sneak his wagon through and bring it on home. And then Krusty, our good mate, he was just very fortunate. The guy that was leading in the historics, he started putting out, and then Krusty got around and went out wide, and I think got around Lindsay Swales, I think it was, and ran the outside and got over, and he just revved this car when he saw us boys all sitting there. It was cool.
I think Murray said Palmy was awesome. Palmy was packed like teams champs. It was unbelievable. Reese Farnell were on song as well as Horse. Yeah, Horse's first meeting in the car too, so that's pretty awesome how he ended up. Flynn's flying the King happy.
Yeah, the Flynn's are going really good. Got the Highline hooked up in their cars. The Reese, the old Farno going good there as well. So, I caught up with Horse Saturday morning, early hours. Him and the crew in their bus.
Thank you, Horse. I love it. I love every single bit of it.
Yeah. He got his gears, Horse's
so excited.
Shirt, his crew shirt and whatnot.
I'll tell you what was funny too, kids, is when we were all up on the deck there at Rotorua and Devs was parked in front of us and we were all yelling at him and he couldn't hear us. And then the officials started to make him drive back. And I think it was Dirt or someone said, or you said, yeah, that's right. Go back. Keep going back. Keep going. He heard us. And he looked up and I think he was thinking, you arsehole fans. And he looked up and saw it was us. And I reckon old Devs would have had the smile, huge around and just realised it was us up there being smart asses.
Yeah, it was. Aaron, Macca. Great time. It was fast and driving. Good to see Quinn going hard in the car. It was a wicked night. Grant Fowler. What do we got here? Dave Thomas, the weekend, Friday, Rotorua night, Saturday, Bay Park, North Island Super Saloons, Waharoa. Mate, I am. Come out and watch, Dave. Actually, I know you're going to be there, so I'll be there racing on Sunday, out there Sunday.
Oh,
huge. Yeah.
I think that should have to wait until the boys are all down there, to be perfectly honest.
It'll be I'll do it again another time.
Oh, okay. So, Devs,
be on the same.
If you're watching, mate, get your son's mini stock out next Sunday down at Waharoa.
He is. Because when we did those interviews and I interviewed him, I told him about it. He said, mate, I know you are. I've already been told, so I'm going to bloody drive in that race just with you. Yeah, you should, lads. He said, what? Look at him. But Tracy, you're right. It would have been the fireworks. Fireworks seems to bring out everyone.
Mate.
To tracks these days.
That's why I reckon they should have fireworks at the MIB, and that'll bring some people in to watch it, eh?
Yeah, hard out. Pete Rees first, Bundy Hislop second, Horse third. Asher Ethan were class above in the dash for cash. Yeah, actually, our mate Zane Riddick had a bit of an oopsie. And
he put a video earlier. He said he hit a rut at Palmy and it spun him around in front of the traffic, and he got hit hard. It was a good hit.
Yeah, this should.
Yeah,
he normally would race with us tonight in our modifieds online, but definitely a bit sore, so he won't be doing that. Hit the gym, Kins, big day Sunday. I'll be there to cover it. Yeah, Wayne. Mate, I'm looking forward to get out there on the racetrack at Waharoa. Love that little place, actually. Hey, Elson, good to catch up with you, bro. Maru Goodley, Palmy Car Park wins. Hey? Oh, vibes. I can't read the bloody writing near the vibes.
Mate, it's so this this Wednesday is we'll do a GP build up. We'll get some drivers on and some people on. We'll let you know during the week. I'll put a poster up. And the following weekend is
celebrities.
So, no. It's a Pollock Teams thing. We're not going to do another week build up for that. I don't think there's any point. Is it, Kins, to do every drivers again to do that? So we'll probably do that one on the Wednesday. But the week after that is, of course, our build up for the Celebrity Challenge. Yeah. That week's going to be a special week, so stay tuned. I've got some, after talking with Sam Ashton, I'll be heading to that track early again and getting my favourite spot up the top, I think, there, Kins, and I might have to make that my base of operations and moving there permanently after Christmas, I think.
Mate, I'll be staying up there during those big meetings. I've got myself a little tent, going to do tent styles, and I tell you what, I'm looking forward to. Kinser might have to get your autograph after the race win. Dave Thomas, easy, mate. Easy. We'll even do a selfie photo.
He's got to buy a 1NZ top, mate, that he's got.
Oh, I haven't got it on. I've got the Busters one on.
The Busters, yeah.
The real bay. The real bay, eh, Seth? Sethro, good to catch up with you, bro, the other day. But like Booker said, Sharp Airs Lionhood Limited. It's the New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix. We'll most sure catch up with Tim Ross, who was the defending Grand Prix champion from last season up there in Auckland. And has won 4-4G, by the way, if I remember rightly. So we'll try and catch up with Tim and have a quick word with them.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think we're sitting beside Steve Williams at Kiki. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, Steve Williams has been in contact with me about things, so things are looking positive for that. So it's good. Hey, I just saw too, we are a motorsport sports show, Kins, and all about the Kiwis. Yep. And Matt Payne just won the final Supercars race for the season. How cool's that?
Yeah, that's wrapped up. Good Kiwi on board, even though the championship won by an Aussie. And I see Scott McLaughlin giving a few cheeks about time. I went back to an Aussie. I think the Kiwis have dominated over the last few years, and he was right on the line when you take it to Giz. Last time you'll see the Giz in the V8 Supercars. He will be back. He has already voiced that. As we all know, he's off to race some NASCAR. And yeah,
I'd like to see him and McLaughlin come back and do a wild card for Bathurst together.
Oh, bro.
Mate, hey?
That would be unbelievable.
How cool with that? What do people reckon about that comment?
Yeah, the Giz and McLaughlin, eh? Kiwi's back.
Oh, so it's Tim not defending the sheer work commitments from Wayne.
Oh, he's not too. He's not even on the list. Oh, well. Might be. Well, we won't catch up with Tim there. We'll have to raid someone else.
Yeah, we'll find someone.
We'll find someone.
What time's racing tonight, Maru? Oh, mate, Mandy's going to kill me.
You're not doing it, eh? You're too tired.
I am just too knackered, mate. After we've done this, I'm going to bed, Maru. So tonight, I'm not going to stream those modifieds. Unfortunately, I'm just shattered. I've had 2 big weeks driving home today. We'll get back into it next week for you, and bring you some racing, online racing for you to watch, Murray. Sorry. Mandy's going to smash me.
Yeah. Hell yes, you're right, Tracy. It'd be good to see those two Kiwi boys behind the V8 supercar wheel and doing what they do.
I tell you what, I reckon Richie Stataway, Matt Payne might be top steps next year, mate. Teammates, eh?
Teammates,
and the Ford. It's interesting though, Kins, talking about the V8s, that now the parity has sort of been settled a bit. The Fords have come on real strong at the end of the season, haven't they? Now that's been settled, so it just shows how long the parity wasn't there for this new generation that was driven by Mark Scaife, the dick. But yeah, interesting, isn't it, that these other cars are now coming to the forefront. Now the parity's been sort of sorted, eh? So yeah, I'll probably start off with a thing there now.
There were so many people that ran the whole bloody thing down. It was just common sense they were going to move that way because we're such traditionalists with Holden and Ford. It was always going to move to something different. When you heard about the sales of certain brands and blah blah blah, it was always going to take a season to get used to these bloody things, and us as viewers get used to it, because we hear it all the time when we talk to Superstock drivers or any driver on the show. They will tell you it takes a season or two to get used to a bloody car, you know, unless you got the gift like maybe the likes of Gizzy or someone else that can drive anything. But it always takes time, you know. Before you know it, the fans will turn out in Taupo come April next year and be part of that one. And it's just good to have.
How's that going to be, eh? That's going to be a hell of a thing, isn't it?
Are on sale, and also you can go online now. They went on sale, I think, like last Friday or Friday before, and you can get all that stuff, the corporate stuff and everything. But just be happy. Be happy, race fans. Get to the track and support these guys, because we all thought it was doom and gloom after Pookie shut down, and we know the history there. So get along and support this.
I think that Taupo's going to be absolutely bloody chock-a-block, mate.
Yeah,
you're not going to move in that place for the weekend, eh? It's going to be unbelievable. Yeah,
epic. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic, like the last 2 weeks Booker has had. It has been epic.
Epic, mate. I've been giving it to Hoot Nanny everywhere. I was trying to even get people the crowd to tune in with the song last night too. You know, nobody would sing the Sweet Caroline. There was a few on the hill doing it. We should have gone on some microphones, eh? You know.
We will do next time. We'll be doing it at Huntly. Come the teams racing, we'll be up there getting the crowd entertained and build up to that as well. And, you know, if there's a song that we know, we'll try and sing along. Let's try and have some Speedway
have some
Okie.
fun, eh, mate?
We'll create this new thing called Speedway Okie. Okay, let's have some fun.
And don't forget your beach balls.
You're going to get in trouble.
I got to bring back the beach balls like we used to have at Palmy teams. Everyone remember that? The beach balls? Let's bring back the beach balls. Have some fun at the big meetings. Get your beach balls out this weekend at the GP. Come on, have some fun. It's
right, I better
awesome.
Disappear. I've got to go run some laps with the boys. I better go and disappear. Yeah. I'm going to be driving a good friend of ours who we sadly lost a year ago. I'm going to be driving Richie's car out on the modifiers tonight. So have some fun, everyone. To the Ni Korowhānau, I know it was a tough day for all of you on Saturday down at the lake, but we're thinking of you. And no doubt, I said it in the comment too towards the whānau. We're thinking of our mate Ed Kokpit as well. He was a bloody top bloke and never said a bad word about what we did at Kokpit. And if anyone did, by golly, if he was near you, you ain't going to live it down. So that's what we do. That's us here at Trackside with Kokpit, brought to you by Garrett16. Thanks, Aaron. And thanks for the wonderful comments from yesterday, mate.
Awesome. We hope you enjoyed the weekend show. Bit of fun tonight, and a bit of thanks to all. See, Mandy's put a comment. We've got to go now. I just
want to say quick. I just want to say big hi to lovely lady. Gave us a big hug. Always good to catch up with her. Nana Gale. Ty, safe travels back to the Goldie, mate. We'll see you when you get back. Good to catch up with Blake and the Adamson family. But Nana Gale, big ups.
Yeah, man. Thank you, team. We'll see you Wednesday night. Thanks for tuning in again. And Booker, you tell him. They're all giving me shit for not streaming. Anyway, thanks, kids. We'll talk soon, everybody. And be safe and enjoy your week.
Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your every time. And
When you're young and you get in your old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Eddie. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?